because the cast point was halved, right?
Yeah.
So maybe if you're in melee range, it's even faster than before because it doesn't need to travel. But then if you're casting it from range, it's obviously worse. I think the travel speed is 1,000 speed, so I mean we could do the math on this, but we really don't want to.
I'm barely listening to you right now.
Exactly. That is the problem.
Did you say math? It's like typing
yes,
his,
number.
His hood there. Wow, what was that voice? I was like,
oh, arrow.
He's going to sidestep that arrow. Yep, nicely done. Faith Beyond on this one. Oh. My goodness, that's so.
One more leap attack?
Yep, Kingslayer.
How much did he have sticks on? I have 2 fairy fires.
Yeah. 2 fairy fires. Goodness gracious.
Here comes Xiao It.
Oh, here
this
we
is
go.
Unexpected.
Don't get bashed by Roche. Jinx. You see the charge come in. Nightfall.
Jinx.
He's going to see it. Doppelgang. Yeah.
Doppelgang. Yeah.
Very, very easy to get off there. He's going to get the Nether Strike onto Kingslayer. Right clicks 2 as well, but not enough to actually get the kill. In fact, it's going to be Jin Q to fall instead. Now, Zhao 8, he has a wand and a charge soon. Oh, it looks like he's actually going to be able to get away on Kingslayer. Nice little juke there into the trees.
That was a great TP from Save. That's very, very good.
Now, that is the that's the downfall, though. Charging into a PL that has Doppelganger.
Yep.
Very hard to connect.
And I would also say it's hard to play Spirit Breaker against Lion. Yeah, you can pop your, you can use your bulldoze always so that the stuns are short, but you're always going to get stopped, right, in the charge. If Lion sees you, he's got you every time. He just presses Hex. Yeah, at least you force a Hex, but it's such a big part of it for Spirit Breaker to reach the initial target.
It is a mid Spirit Breaker, so BKB is not off the menu.
Absolutely. That is a possibility.
Speaking of which, he's going Echo. So this is all right. Xiao 8, you are you were already a god before this, but an Echo Saber Spirit Breaker. This is like watching me play Spirit Breaker. This is amazing.
Yeah. You also go mid.
I have yet to go mid actually, but I'm being inspired right here, right now. Xiao 8 in the tree. Well, looks like the Hex is going to find poor Mirana here. So that's going to be an easy cleanup crew for VP, and Xiao 8 has to charge out with so much damage stolen. Sunray as well. He's ticking down a little bit with that Fire Spirit,
he
but
might have died to the Fire Spirit. I think he missed, right? That was a level 3 Fire Spirit. That could have killed him. It would have killed him.
Death tax.
Beyond able to take the bounty rune here. He's going to pop his ult. Yep. That's
just hit him.
Motion. Yeah, just use decay. That's actually your attack animation, the decay.
Just hit.
Gonna continue to chase, but here comes GPK now with that static link. He's getting charged from the base from Zhao 8. This is so much brawling right now. Faith Beyond really wants his kill. He has completely gotten dumpstered here. And now they're going to continue on as Y was trying to just help out his teammate. Will die as well. This is a 6-0 start for VP. We're starting to see PSG. I mean, network-wise, it's not that far off, and I'm sure the levels are going VP's way.
It's not just that, it's like macro of the game, right? I'm sure I speak for a lot of people when I say the expectations for Spirit Breaker's impact in this game versus Razor come 20 minutes. I'm on Team Razor here. If Spirit Breaker doesn't accomplish anything in the first 10 minutes, I'm very skeptical about his ability to carry this game together with the Jugger against PL Razor with insane team fights surrounding them. We haven't talked too much about it yet, but you're fighting into Ravage, Phoenix, Supernova as well with these heroes, so really gotta nail it. Yeah, this is just a hero that you don't really want to charge, and Xiao 8 is gonna go hit some jungle creeps.
I mean, it's really awkward.
Away from that too.
It's really. I feel like the only hero he can try to gank is mid, which is the lane that he's in. Right, Razor with a +1, it's doable. But like you said, Tidehunter not killable. Top lane Doppelganger with PL not really killable.
Yeah,
unless some mistakes are made. And I mean, right now the Zhao 8 Spirit Breaker is not working out. Sadly.
And it makes you wonder why they put it mid to begin with, right? Like, if they had a game plan where, the Spirit Breaker can gank the side lanes and we can play really fast, you got to look at your matchups, right? It's hard to gank the Lion lane, as we've already talked about, and it's a tie to the other hero. And the top lane is Phoenix PL. One of them can Doppelganger, the other one can dive away.
Yeah.
And your lane matchup is bad too. So, like, what was the upside here?
To be cool. That's the upside.
I mean, he gets all the street cred in the world.
I actually would like to see, I don't know if we can get that stat this game, how many heroes Zhao 8 has not played.
Damn, that just killed the whole wave.
Yeah, I mean, Spirit Breaker pretty strong.
I didn't really...
But like the whole Kuro thing where he picked, what was it, Hoodwink or... Yeah, Hoodwink to get the complete collection.
Right.
Jelly has to have played a ton of heroes.
He's probably played Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, maybe. But
yeah, I didn't really... When I read the patch notes, I didn't think about how much of a difference this makes for wave clear, but it really does make a pretty big one.
I mean, they're giving every hero wave clear in some respect, right? So that's kind of a creative way to do so. Ame actually takes a tumble to GPK down below.
Oh, Silence misses. They used EXO.
Yeah.
Yikes. You got to get something out of this if you're LGD. Like, it's just, there is nothing good happening right now in this game. You wasted Silence. You're going to farm the jungle with it. You lost your tier 1 tower. You've effectively lost every lane as well, I think. Jugger's doing okay, but he just got killed. So arguably you also lost the bot. Your mid tower is under pressure. You're finally going to go up here now, but you have to fight into a Tide who jumps.
Now, why is here? You know that Exorcism was used quite a while ago, so it's tapering off right now. This Kingslayer in the trees, and now GPK has come, and there's the Yule's cancel on the TP, so this will be another kill going the way of VP. So an 8-0 start for them. And obviously this is the, I mean, I expected both of these teams to end up, okay, we're going to see 88 so far.
You're right.
All right. Okay, what is the 89th hero? Because that will be picked in this tournament.
You look ravaged.
Man, I didn't know I was a genius. Thank you, production.
What do you mean the 89th hero? This is the 89th unique hero he has ever played.
I thought it said 88th of 89.
He played 88 so far, and this is the 89th.
All right, so I'm a genius, but
what do you mean? So the 90. So you think he picks them in some specific order?
This is the 89th hero
he has played.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you mean, well, there's like 30 more.
Yeah. There's. I mean, he's gonna pick the rest.
Okay. One per game. They're gonna play another 30 games in this tournament.
All right. I have no idea why they picked me. I'm trying. I'm trying to think outside the box as to why this is happening.
Yeah. Me too.
But, I mean, I think we did touch on it. The whole extra damage to creeps, like, this allows you to farm, right? It gives you a little bit better farming capability. You just charge into a wave. That's what he's doing to the neutrals right now. Didn't look that impressive, but it's something.
There's the Saber.
That's true. That gives him even more farm potential here. And Ame. Is that the talent? Did he take it? He has not. Why does his Blade Fury look so big? It's massive.
Illusion. It's the weapon.
I guess so. Oh, there's the charge, and exactly what you were talking about. The instant cancel from Save. You can see it from a mile away. Gets off another strike, but Nightfall's here, like we can see, surrounding Zhao 8 now. Draining that mana. And down he goes. Very, very sad Spirit Breaker game. And this is now 9-0. All right, he did take the Blade Fury radius now, so I'm really interested to see how massive it looks now. I mean, the Chinese teams especially, they're really on their game with cosmetics. They always have like the crazy stuff.
That's true. And you gotta have that if you're playing mid Spirit Breaker, right? At least look good.
I mean, he has the taunt, I guess. That's as much as you can ask for. Okay, Ame. Just waiting for the bounty rune here to spawn. Hopefully he actually does have our set. 3 out of the 4 icons are ours. I don't know.
Look at that.
9 runes to 4, really? Wow. That is actually... And that's with a 3k net worth lead from VP. That's actually insane. So PSG LGD on their bounty game for sure, as we see the Battle Fury now picked up by... Talk to me about Battle Fury on this hero right now.
Yeah, I think he's specifically buying it because of the PL matchup. I don't think Battle Fury Jugger in general is worth it unless you counter a hero with it.
Looks like he's going Maelstrom afterwards as well.
Yeah, so he's just doubling down on countering PL.
How does it? Do you know how it works with Shard with Battle Fury? Do you get the cleave as well? I'm assuming.
On the attacks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna get the cleave and the Maelstrom proc.
Yeah, so. it's definitely good, and it's what you want to buy against PL most of the time, I think. But usually, what Juggernauts do if they are not against PL is that they won't go Battle Fury. They'll go like Maelstrom build and try to play faster tempo, but it's very all-in to do. And he's probably also seeing, you know, how the game is going. And he's like, okay, so if we're not going to kill them ever, I need to win late game. And, well, I think this is the first time I can remember LGD ever having 0 kills minute 16. This is so...
Yep.
And well, at least in these couple of patches. Maybe in a good old very slow patch that LGD may have played
Okay, true.
many years ago with 0 kills minute 16 in general.
A completely different lineup, of course.
Yes.
As we can see, a tier 1 tower taken by VP. And yeah, they're just taking this methodically like any other game. Obviously, they want to use this as much practice as possible for TI, whereas LGD, you know, they have a stand-in, so they can kind of experiment a bit. As we'll see Omni Slash here with the Nether Strike combined. That's the first kill of the game for PSG LGD, and it's a trade for their Undying. So 10-1 advantage for VP, 4K network lead. And in terms of the whole Roshan situation, actually, have you even noticed like how much of a difference second Roshan? I know it's a small sample size, but not having the cheese.
It makes a really big difference.
You like noticed it, or is it just placebo for you?
It's noticeable. Because I want it to be there.
You and me both.
But for sure, having the second Roche not drop the cheese just means that, like, the chance that you win off the second Roche specifically, it doesn't feel as flat out just super game deciding to get that kill. It's still really good, and it's a big advantage, but it's not like stupidly big as it was before.
Right. Okay. So since Spirit Breaker is the most interesting pick, we're going to keep referring to Zhao 8. He's going to charge here, it looks like. He is going, so he went Treads into Echo Saber, like we said, and is going for Shadow Blade now. So not
Shadow Blade.
So that's a little interesting.
You can't say Shadow Blade without saying Shao and
Shadow Blade. Jeez.
Shadow Blade.
That's actually really hard to say.
Yep. It is. It's also what makes a really good joke.
I mean, if you turn into, okay, we're going to see another Hex. Wow, they're going to blow up Ame again. That's 3 deaths for him. Yikes.
Yeah, and I don't think Y is safe either. They're just going to keep going. Oh, never mind.
As you said.
Hit a little spoing on the tide.
As you can see, Y has 100% health right now.
Yeah.
He is perfectly fine.
He could have been in danger.
Don't let my analyst
The little tide horsey didn't jump far enough. He was too heavy.
Faith Beyond working on Ags, by the way. So the Undying is, and that Ags is pretty crazy, but it's getting static link right now. Arrow's gonna split the uprights, but GPK will get credit for this kill. So VP just continuing to completely dominate this game. As of right now, it's not remotely close.
No, it really isn't. And the reason I worry so much for LGD is not that they're behind, but it's that I'm struggling to see the turnaround timing right now, where, you know, sometimes you fall behind and then you have this like big combo to fall back on or whatever. I think they drafted this lineup specifically to pressure VP early on, and they just got shut down everywhere. They wanted to kill with charge, it failed. They wanted to kill with their arrow combinations, they also failed. They lost every lane, and VP has just been flat out crushing them. They're ahead on towers, and you would imagine VP just keep running at them, really. I think now that you're at this point, your PL has Sanjin Yasha and Diffusal minute 19. He must feel really, really confident.
I mean, they can keep running at them.
They can also farm. That's fine.
They also have better late game, don't they?
That's what it feels like to me. You have superior team fight and arguably better core matchups. I think PL Razor in this game are going to thrive later in the game as well. And support... The support DP has a tendency to not scale incredibly well, right?
Wow, first time we've seen a Shadow Blade on Spirit Breaker this patch. Unbelievable.
We've seen Spirit Breaker this patch. That is probably not true. He might have been picked once before.
Right, he's not even bothering for Ags, so that's not part of the build apparently. That's interesting.
Straight Silver Edge against Tide, I guess?
Yeah, so you're going to get the break.
And then the shard too.
Yeah. Wait, did he get the shard?
No. But he could have done that if he wanted specifically one.
Right. He wants the crit. That crit. Now, does the crit work with the bash on creeps if you charge through them, Cinderin?
No.
Probably not. Very sad. That could be a... I mean, if that did, that could be something to fear. If you're the creeps. Lordy.
I wonder if the creeps could tell their stories. I mean, obviously they can because they die all the time, right? But yeah, if they survived, what the most terrifying thing they experienced on the battlefield ever was.
Wow, that's... I'm sure there's many. I like to think of it that they reincarnate and just respawn again.
Right.
It's the same one.
Imagine that. Imagine the creep that survived a 30-minute game somehow, what stories it would have to tell.
Right. It would be something.
Roche is...
And then what happens when they become mega creeps? Are they just different beings? Do they upgrade themselves?
That's a good question.
I feel like they just become different creatures entirely.
Eat a lot.
Yeah, I get. Or you just. They just have some fast food. We see the Roshan being taken out by VP. Jin Q in the vicinity. You can see GPK surrounded here by Zhao 8 for the time being. You can see Nightfall does get the Aegis for himself. Yeah, Zhao 8. Looks like he's going to likely die unless he gets that charge up. Okay.
Okay, they
Tower's
both
coming after him, but he's good to go.
So they got the Lion kill, but they lost Roche. And I don't think any meaningful tower damage has been done by LGD in the meantime. But they are finding farm on Ame. So his game is actually still pretty damn good on the Jugger. Like, we're painting this picture that the game is hard for LGD, and I still stand by that. I think strategically it's difficult, but it's not impossible, this game. Usually what marks a game that's nigh impossible minute 22 is if either your lineup it doesn't scale at all, or if you're like 5-digit gold behind.
Yeah, well, this doesn't help. Nightfall's taking a stack from LGD, but like you said, there are some power spikes here. I mean, Faith Beyond, like we talked about, he's about 600 away from finishing an Ag, so his decay is going to be, what, 10 strength each time?
Yep.
That is a really, really good Ags. And then for Ame himself, he has the Battlefield Maelstrom already and the Shard. So he's actually fight ready for the most part. And it looks like he's going to be going for Blink, which I wouldn't be surprised if he gets into a Swift Blink if the game goes a little bit longer, but
he's going for the Jug meta build, where you get 1 point in Healing Ward and Blade Dance, and then you max attribute bonus. Okay. And Jin Q is going for the Death build.
Yep, it's pretty effective.
It worked really well there.
Yep. Is that a snowball?
That was a Fate Grenade.
Oh. Did they just use the snowball?
I didn't actually think about it. Is it just the same one?
I'd have to look.
I find that hard to believe.
At least color purple, for God's sake.
Valve would not reuse graphics.
You mean the Meepo shard?
That is totally not Sven's done. And you can tell that if you zoom in, that there is a Meepo on top of the Sven Stormhammer, so it's not the same thing.
Wait, is that shard or Ags for Meepo?
That's a shard. Okay.
That is a huge Blade Fear. All right, I can tell the difference now.
They're definitely going to win.
That's basically global. My goodness. That's insane. Faith Beyond. Gonna get mana drain big time here. Gets off the tombstone, but looks like he's gonna die shortly after the egg. On the other side, no. Looks like he shall survive for now, but there's the egg being taken out thanks to that enormous spin. Nice Nether Strike on the Razor. So a couple of pretty valuable kills here for LGD. Now the charge continues from Zhao 8, but it's on an illusion as Nightfall. Still relatively low, but has the Aegis, of course. Gets one more Doppelganger off onto the other side of the creeps here. And looks like he'll be fine.
Zhao 8 online.
I guess so.
I don't know what happened there, but that was good for Charge.
Again, awesome. Two beautifully done. And there's the Blade Fury again with that shard. Just seeing the power of it as Nightfall gets off the Diffusal Blade. And he will, again, survive another engagement. Still with the Aegis. All right, Zhao 8 with another charge. Almost feels like he has Ags. He's using charge so often. Arrow? No, not going to hit here. And DM will just walk away. So he has pivoted a bit, so it will be an Ags next.
Yeah.
So no Silver Edge.
How's Zhao 8 so farmed, actually?
I'm telling you, it's the creep damage.
No, I understand.
I'm telling you, Cinderin.
But how?
Listen to me.
They've been dominated. Where's he?
He's been in the jungle charging creeps constantly. What do you think he's...
Well, he hasn't been killing, so he must have been doing something else.
Like, typically you won't see a Spirit Breaker with this high net worth, even if they're playing chords. Why? Looks like he's dead.
He got snowballed.
Yep.
And when you're snowballed, you're very visible in the tree line. The snow coat is visible through.
I didn't see it that time. Was it actually a snowball?
I don't think it's a snowball.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll see one day.
Right, so we're going to see it here from Zhao 8. He's finding this really good charge angle.
Yeah, this was nice.
I think Save doesn't see it coming. He's turning around to stun the... he's in this Shadow Blade again. That's why he didn't see it coming.
You were right. He didn't see it coming. You don't need to correct yourself.
That's true.
Technically correct. All right, another charge into the bash, into the Blade Fury. I cannot get over the look of this Blade Fury. It's ridiculous. Zhao 8 just going to TP out right in the faces of danger there. Will be successful. Ame, though. Omni Slash onto DM. That's probably the target you want, but it is doing a lot of damage. There. Gets the blink off as well, but now he's going to be surrounded as GPK is in the vicinity, attempting to TP out, and looks like he'll be successful.
Oh, they lost the Aegis too.
Well, I mean, it was almost done anyway, so.
Yeah, but they lost it.
I mean, I don't need
to correct myself.
Losing it, I don't think that constitutes as losing it. It's like you lost it in the jungle or something. You put it on the ground somehow. anyway, awkward silence over as we see a 40 damage talent taken for Zhao 8. That's very rare as well. It's, I think, literally always bulldoze cooldown, although that was slightly nerfed, I think, in the last patch.
He hits pretty hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I'll say
100%, as you can tell, out of the one game that we've seen. Nice arrow. Great setup here. Ravage is there, though. GPK with that BKB activated. Looks like he's going to be just fine. And the Ravage has saved the day for Virtus Pro. 3 deaths. Great turnaround.
Yeah, so just until this moment, I was just going to say the last 10 minutes have not gone the way I thought they would. And that's what's so fascinating about this patch is that I think some of these heroes and what your like concept and your perception is of how they go is obviously based on experience. And I just haven't played a game with these heroes like this patch, right? So you don't really know what to expect. Also, like, how much it matters, how much gold you're ahead for specific times in the game. LGD have really surprised me with how competitive this game has been in the last 5 to 10 minutes. And if not for that great Ravage from DM, this would have been a big kill on GPK, but solid turnaround. The Sunray as well. Oh, very good from Kingslayer.
Yep, nicely done there. And for Zhao, I feel like I'm just always talking about Zhao. Wait, can you bash on with Fey Grenade?
No, I don't think it procs orbs ever.
Well, he's getting close to level.
Actually,
I mean, well,
it's just an attack, right?
That's what I'm saying.
No, it says dealing your attack damage. I don't think it can proc like crit or that would be weird.
Fair enough. Either way, he's about to hit level 20 here relatively soon, so I would assume because he has Ags now, he's going to go for the Charge of Darkness movement speed.
You 100%.
But
it's really good.
10% extra greater bash chance when you are a core Spirit Breaker. Yeah. But if you're a core Spirit Breaker, you're still getting Ags, you know? So we know he's been picked once. 100% chance to get these talents. We understand, production. Okay? For God's sake. 3 smokes now.
We both know he's going to get level 30 this game. He'll have all of them.
I can't wait.
You know
it's going to be good.
It's happening.
All right, we have a smoke here from PSG LGD. Zhao 8 gets Spider Legs, which got a pretty massive nerf. Much needed, of course. Can't be considered another boot.
Yep.
But there is still one boot, and that is at tier 5, Cinder.
The Force Boot.
That's right. I actually forget the name. Is it Force? Is that what
I think it's just Force Boots.
Okay. Sure.
All right, shall we?
There's the Hex. Status resist helps a little bit there, though, of course, as he is spotted out now with that Dust. GPK gets off a very long duration static link.
Walking the pet cow.
That's what some people do have pet cows, actually.
Yep. And they do walk them on a leash.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. Yeah. Can't say you're wrong here. Great analysis as always. That's TI level analysis.
Yes, I analyze more than just Dota.
You've been to 9 of them now, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. There's been 9.
Very good. All right, we have a heart now. Who is that picked that up? Is that
I hope it's Spirit Breakers who can talk about Spirit Breakers some more.
I'm excited, man. So Nightfall has the heart.
Yeah.
Actually has Aether Lens, and he went for the shard. So going for a little bit of I mean, we'll see if it ends up. Hey, a lot of times you see Octarine on this hero, right? If you're going for this like magic damage from afar, annoying
the
build.
spam. He is going to get Octarine as part of his build. He might get it now. I think he either Wise gonna die here. He's either gonna get that or what else would you get? Would you get Butter here? It's not that good against Spirit Breaker. It's good against Jugger. I'm curious. Maybe Abyssal? I think Abyssal or Octarine for Nightfall next is probably what's coming.
Okay. We shall see. Oh, this is a hero we haven't talked about from this patch, but
Spirit Breaker.
Spirit Breaker. No, Jin Q on the Mirana, 15 talent. Moonlight Shadow gives 20% evasion.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
It doesn't give 20%. It gives plus 20.
Wait, what did I say?
You said 20%. It says on the talent it gives plus 20.
Plus 20 evasion.
Yeah, who knows what that is, but that's what the text says. And the thumbnails and the descriptions in Dota are never wrong. So you get plus 20. Okay?
All right. Thank you, Cinder. And great analysis as always. So it was the Charge of Darkness movement speed for Zhao 8.
Oh, he has charge, I think.
He's a little bit scared of the blade, but just doing so much damage. A 4-7, he actually gets the Ravage off on absolutely nothing, and then dies right afterwards. But Ame has to be careful. He's being walked like a dog, or a cow, or whatever he is.
No damage.
Yep, there's the Omni Slash, but like you said, not a whole lot of damage to follow up. A lot of illusions there to tank it up, but there's the Blade Fury. Actually takes out Razor. And now attempting to run away, but the Arc Spike's going to connect. And that is going to be a big kill for VP. But they bought back on the Titan. He has no Ravage, though. But from LGD side, all they've lost is Juggernaut. And likely, the Phoenix actually will live here. So, surprisingly enough, but that is a core Zhao 8 Spirit Breaker. The cow has died.
Yeah, they pressured DM so hard in the start of that. He had to run away immediately and then Ravaged and died outright. I don't even think the Ravage hit anyone.
No, it didn't. He was Blade Fury while the Ravage.
And everyone else was outranging it, so just threw away a Ravage in desperation there. And yeah, in the end, VP will get the tower here. They will arguably win this fight, but they also had to pay a Ravage and a Tide buyback to get it. I don't know. There's definitely some unfamiliarity here from VP's side as well.
It's because there's a Spirit Breaker on the other team?
It's not just that, it's like the combination of heroes, right? It's also, I don't know how much they've played against this core Undying that LGD are bringing to the table. They played that in a game earlier this tournament as well and ended up turning a game. They were, I think it was against Alliance, and they were really far behind. And suddenly Faith Beyond just became enormous. With this exact build, he went Ags into Blink, and he would just keep finding decays. You can't underestimate how much it matters that you get this one swing off with Flesh Golem. The 35% damage in is no joke.
Yep, pretty strong indeed. I like to see Core Undying. Nice change of pace.
Yeah, for sure.
As we're going to see the second Roach taken out, and I don't think LGD are going to be able to get here. The arrow is coming out, so they'll scout it at the very least. Faith Beyond and the Descendant gets a tombstone off, but he's going to be fighting a lot of pressure from Jinkyu there. They're going to jump at Jinkyu. Nightfall takes the Aegis. It's a snatch, so LGD technically gets Roach, but DM is going to fall, and that's no buyback for him. Egg on the high ground, but they can see it. Will they be able to take it out in time? It's going to be close. Double kill now for Ame. He is getting out of control, but it is Nightfall chasing him. Has to be pretty careful here.
That's a good charge.
Yeah, that is a big charge. Hits two people there into the Nether Strike, and Lions can take a tumble. So it's a 3-for-1 in favor of LGD. What am I watching here?
Yeah, so like you said,
it's an even game.
VP do get the Aegis, but the kill going the Radiant's way there, given those circumstances, is honestly really good. And Xingqiu got the shard, or he's pinging it. He dropped it in base. He stole the shard.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty nice. Let's see who ends up taking it here. As Faith Beyond taking the brunt of the damage here from the illusions of Nightfall. Zhao 8. Yeah, he's not a great hero against PL. That's for sure.
The charge is awesome, but outside of that, you don't bring much to the table. And Undying doesn't either.
He could go Mjolnir, Cinderin.
On Spirit Breaker?
Yes.
Yes, he could. That is definitely what you would.
You could
not
do
one.
I'm not saying you should.
Right.
You could do it.
Yeah.
So who gets the shard?
I'm gonna go ahead and say.
Let's look at this replay real quick, though. This was.
Yeah. So Xingqiu is gonna leap in here.
Starstorm gets the kill.
A second, I think. No, just an attack.
Yeah,
actually.
attack. You're right.
And then he grabs the shard, and the Aegis does go in the inventory of the Phantom Lancer. So
yeah.
Honestly, super good turnout.
Oh yeah,
turnout for PSG LGD there.
Oh baby, it is the Zhao 8 shard. So 200 extra damage to his ult. It breaks, and you get spell immunity after you cast it.
Yes.
Which is very helpful when you have Ags. Yeah.
Oh, nice juke.
Yeah, that was a nice little ring around the rosy there.
He almost ran into him again. And the dust lasts for so short on Spirit Breaker.
It's true.
When he has this running, so 70% status resistance. How long is it dust lasts, actually? I don't remember.
Are you going to do more math?
Yes.
Okay, 12 seconds.
12.
Yep.
Okay, so you cut 70% off that.
Yep,
then it lasts less than 12 seconds.
All right, Kingslayer gets bashed up here.
Right.
It is so fast. My goodness.
You can honestly, at this point, I don't know if you saw his move speed. It was 1455. You can farm a lot if you charge through multiple camps. If you find an angle like that.
To put this in perspective, his Aghanim, if I'm not mistaken, this is off of memory. His Aghanim Scepter before gave 175 moves or speed to charge. And now
was it plus 150 or just 100?
I think it was 75 or it was 175, and the talent is 200. So technically, he's going 25 move speed faster than you would normally see with his item build.
Okay.
Which He's going real fast.
He's real fast with Silver Edge too.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a quick boy, and he's going to get BKB next.
All right, what's the 25 talent, Cinderin?
I don't know now with the Greater Bastion.
Yeah, because obviously if you get the Greater Bash at 20, you would get that again at 25.
Yeah. 800 health is a lot, though.
It is?
It is very.
It is.
They're both good. I'm curious to see it.
All right.
By the end of the day, he's going to get level 30, so it won't matter.
Why don't you just take one? Just guess.
I think he's going to take the Greater Bash damage.
Okay.
He's going to take it because he's aiming to charge through PL all the time, and he wants to deal as much damage as he can.
Yeah, it's true. Because the charge or the passive only applies to creeps, not the illusions. So yeah, with that talent, that'll help out a lot. I agree.
Oh, Xiao 8 spotted. He's hexed, but they have Sentry this time.
The Mist Impale as well.
And there's another one, and he outruns that one too.
Yeah.
And now he's going to charge.
Can he charge something? He's very slow, but there's the Yule's cancel with the static link. Finger of Death, that should count as a charge for Mr. Save. Has 4 to his name right now.
I finally got him.
Yeah.
That was a lot of effort. Shannon, I feel like I'm going to be repeating myself. Like, I kind of can't believe that this is the game state right now. This PL is so farmed.
Yeah.
And it's still, you still have this feeling that LGD have a really good shot at beating him in a game where he's largely uncountered. Like, theoretically speaking, right?
Yeah.
These heroes are not considered good against PL, but maybe they just are now.
Well,
it's
again, the build from Jug does help a lot. It's extremely good against PL.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to connect. Nightfall ages for another 30 seconds, so it's going to be playing pretty cocky here. There's the fortification. Xiao 8 not back for another 45 seconds with no buyback. As Nightfall is just doing so much damage to these LGD players here.
Bullying away 2 heroes on his own. He almost killed Zinq there.
Yeah, these illusions are actually
Ame split pushing top. Glyph.
All right. Yeah, we see Ame doing as much as he can, but the fortification comes about. It looks like this will at the very least be a melee Rax. Wait. Okay, they were timing the ages, so they knew. And the illusions?
They actually aren't getting it.
No, they're not going to get it.
And Ame had a really good read there. He went back at the exact right time before Lion would have been able to find a hex on him in the base. He just spun 2 feet out.
TPK. All right, that was a blink hit from Ame. Nightfall, not able to capitalize on this. That's a tombstone down, though.
That was not a very good Razor link, though. Jugger actually has damaged this fight.
Yeah, Faith Beyond is pretty much out of mana. Has to pop his BKB. They do get the melee rack. The charge in from Xiao 8 is there. And now the FPS drops because of Doppelganger adds for Norm. You can see the spin very, very effective right now. Xiao 8 still with that BKB. No, that's his shard, actually. Shard's not up for another couple seconds. He can get ravaged, though, and taken out, and still no buyback on him. There's a huge presence gone for LGD, as VP are just diving now. That is a second death, this time for Faith Beyond. So it turns into a 5v3, which means VP can just continue on here.
And this was a really long fight, and Y never used his ults. I'm not sure what the communication is here, that they want to make sure it's actually a fight before he pops it. But ultimately just ran around the periphery of the fight, cast a silence and a crit swarm, and that was all he did. And Xiao 8 just went in and used absolutely everything together with Jug, but nobody really combined with it. That was kind of strange to see. This is definitely easy 2 lanes now for VP. They can't get the third. There's a tier 2 top. But this is a huge advantage all of a sudden. And of course, it happened right after we said it was close, right? So, can't be surprised.
To be fair, you said.
Yeah, okay.
Although I did agree with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, the win probability all over the place there. Well, Ame is going to get spotted. The instant hex from Save with the burst damage of the finger and GPK's damage overall. That is a dead Juggernaut for 100 seconds. So this should be minimum tier 2 tower top, if not more.
Yeah, this could just be the end of the game. We've talked about how good Jugger is against the PL here, but with him out of the picture, I don't know if they can kill Nightfall. He has 5,000 health.
5,000 health and some nice evasion from the neutral item. Magic resist as well. Yeah. Trickster Cloak is pretty freaking good.
He is so unbelievably tanky, and they have no percentage-based damage on the Radiant except Spirit Siphon.
Oh, that impact move was instant. Started with it. Goodness. I mean, this is why Lion has been prioritized for the past couple of years. Just the Blink Hex is virtually uncounterable. All right, Juggernaut dead for another 50 seconds, so it's going to be 5v4. LGD is going to have to try to hold this, because if not, this is mega creeps for VP. There are a couple heroes smoked, but they're on the other side of the map. So they're actually going to concede, not the game, but mega creeps for now. To try to have one more fight with the old Juggernaut. We'll see what happens. Lotus Orb on Jinkyu, not really going to help that much here. As the tower is just being pressured here from VP overall. And they're going to go on top of Faith Beyond now in the fountain. He has to pop his DKB. GPK gets that off a pretty good static link. And that is with a refresher actually, so his ult is decimating right now.
Oh my god.
Nice charge in from Zhao. They're able to find save. At the very least, he buys back into the game. Remember, Ame's not back for another 10 seconds still. Another charge comes through. A big ravage on the back line, though. Looks like Kingslayer just gets off the egg. Zhao 8 not able to finish him off in time. And will die shortly after. So only one tier 4 tower down right now. And LGD looks like they're going to fall in game number 1 here. At least in very exciting fashion, because, or entertaining, maybe
they can hold here.
I think so. He's going to jump over the Anchor Smash. There is the Omni Slash. It's actually mitigated a lot by the Dual Scepter. There's the Blade Fury still doing a lot of damage thanks to the shard and whatnot. DM still will live. So another tier 4 tower falls. Magnum Scepter on Juggernaut. So he has Swift Slash as well. As Faith Beyond takes a tumble. And this should be it. I believe the leveler actually got good. So the Ancient will fall. Cannot hold. Not calling GG. The Ancient will fall. And down goes PSG LGD. Mid Spirit Breaker did not